who was last
Okay.
week's winner, if you recall, beating Lights in that grand final set. Well,
Mm-hmm.
they're going up against Evie Doll. So
Evie Del Yoshi.
Evie Doll,
Oh, that's why
Yoshi,
Miles is here. That's why Miles is here.
exactly, and that's on the other side of this winner's semifinal. For now, we've got ourselves a Northeast showdown. Two people that we're very familiar with on different levels, I would say, for each. Bankai, Drexel University's very own Ace ZSS, versus, of course, Ling.
Ling and Bankai, man. I'm a fan of both these players, actually, so we're going to see what they come up with here. Ling, obviously, I think he's one of the best. I think he is, at this point, results-wise, the best Peach to do it on Wi-Fi. Like, in the Wi-Fi era, I think he's done such a good job. He's always had these amazing combos offline, and to see him translate it online and maybe even extend those even further and really grind it out has been refreshing to see. And on the other side, we got Bankai. Most known, he's actually super funny on Twitter, so make sure you guys give him a follow. He also does like other social medias and shit, so check him out, man. But he's also a great ZSS player and Pokemon trainer too. So we're seeing the ZSS though against Peach.
That's right. Qualified through loser's side of top 64 at Smash and Splash just over a year ago, and did so on the back of some wonderful Pokemon trainer play. This was even before they were ranked in New York, I believe, or at least before they were ranked top 10. So. Yeah, Bankai definitely quite familiar to those of us here in Tri-State, and certainly got into top 10 here in Philadelphia as well. But it's going to be the back air of Ling that's going to punish that errant flip kick from Bankai. And yeah, Bankai's gonna need to chill with the button presses there a little bit.
Yeah, that was actually amazing spacing by Ling because it was a Zaire that he stuffed out with that back air is ridiculous hitbox. So that was just really good by Ling, man. The Zaire is such a low committal option. You don't get a lot off of it, obviously, but it's so good just for poking and kind of controlling neutral. But in that case, Ling was just ready for it, man. That back air is just deadly. It's so good.
I mean, it's always been one of the main tools in the toolbox, excuse me, for Peach, but that along with the Fair, which I think has gotten 3 separate nerfs and is still a relatively reliable kill option, but nevertheless, as we continue on here, seeing this play and seeing how they're deploying their neutrals really is going to come down to who wins this battle in the air, and really whose punish game is a little bit more polished. Maybe it's a little easier for Peach, but Bankai, their metal is going to be tested here, especially when it comes to throwing out these Zaires and make sure that they're spaced properly.
Swatting out Ling from the air and then comboing into a Fair a couple times. Great use of the Zaire. Great way to control. Controlling the airspace on Peach is so important, and with Zero Suit, you definitely have the tools to do that. Mostly the Zaire, but Fair is also good. It's 2 hits, it lingers, flip jump. You gotta be careful. Watch out for the kick randomly coming through, but Ling fighting back in the air. Bit of a dogfight going on here, Stu.
Yeah, a bit of a dogfight. Ace is up over Pokemon Stadium, and now it's Peach trying to jump in and not catching the target. Ooh. Bankai, however, you know what? It's right as I say that Ling lands that back air, which again, that sent ZSS flying. That wasn't even at the ledge. That's why they're staying alive at 127%. But yeah, this is Bankai is going to have to be very careful here. Does win on the button press, gets advantage, but is not able to maintain it. So, I mean, you have so many options to get back to stage if you're Peach. One of the reasons why they are top tier, however, you are just as susceptible to getting your jumps punished as everyone else. You're not special just because your royalty has.
The up smash is such a good anti-air option, and that's the way that Bankai's going to win this first game. He's going to keep swatting Ling out of the air, whether it's air-to-air with the Zaire or scooping him up with the up smash, up tilt 2. You can see it's all about positioning with Bankai, whether it's himself in the air or on the ground. His grounded approach has been great so far, actually. But now here comes Ling, man. Some combos coming up. Flip cancel right into that up air, covering the space above him. Oh no. Oh, okay. Just gets a grab. Okay, 87. I don't know if Bankai's going to live to that. Oh, that's it. Yep. Okay. I was going to say, he lived to like 130, 140, I feel like, on his second stock, which is a lot for Zero Suit. Which means that Bankai is avoiding the win condition of Peach. Forward air, back air at the ledge, just being kind of careful. That side B almost did kill him early on the second stock. So Bankai doing an awesome job on the second stock, but we played 3 stocks here. Ling was able to close out that final one. Well played by the Peach main. Catching Bankai going a little bit low, too. I think that's something that, like, inexperienced players... Okay, let's see what he does here. That was only a grab punish. I'm surprised he didn't run up down tilt, but it got the job done. I flip jumped. That's why. I think that's... if you're looking to get better at the Zero Suit matchup, you can contest her when she's trying to recover. I know it's hard, but she has flip jump, tethered to the ledge, and then also up B. But if you take away flip jump, her recovery is not that good, or it's a lot more linear. But flip jump's obviously amazing. That's the first. You take out the flip jump, and then you deal with her afterwards. So great. Ling knew that. He saw the flip jump go away, and he knew it was his opportunity to take that game away, and he did it, Stu.
Well, now that you described it that way, it sounds so easy. But yeah, it really is like if you take out the flip jump, I'm going to put the heaviest of emphases on if, as humanly possible as I can with this voice without popping my microphone. So we're going back to PS2 for game number 2. And again, I mean, you're talking about just how decent Ling has been with this punish game. I mean, that really is kind of what a lot of ZSSs thrive upon, is just being able to be as quick as they possibly can. And I mean, some might call it defensive play. Really, it's just you really have to be a counterpuncher if you want to succeed at this game. And it makes you wonder if this is maybe a matter of who blinks first, bombs in hand or otherwise.
120 already. Again, doing a good job avoiding the, like, you can lose neutral as much as you want. Until you drop your stock, it doesn't matter. Like, that's a good mentality to have. The forward air, though, good DI. Bankai living, grab that. Okay, I think he tried to, actually. I don't know if that was his D-grab or something was barely missed there. But Bankai holding on here. 150. This is essentially a tie game. You know what I'm saying? One good read from Bankai, and that's a stock from Ling, especially with the stage control advantage on Bankai's side right now. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, Bankai ever dangerous. Sitting at 150% though, and you run right into a hitbox. Yeah, and again, how many times are you going to get punished off of flip kick? And that's the thing though, Ling really is trying to take the most versatile tool away from ZSS, and gotta say, thus far, been doing a pretty decent job of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you gotta know how to fight your opponent's strongest options. Otherwise, like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, if you just let Zero Suit come back with flip jump or let her harass you with it from the skies, like, you're fighting an uphill battle, making things a lot harder for yourself. So Ling doing a good job communicating that early to Bankai, like, hey, I'm not gonna let this happen. Good DI there. I think he could have got caught with a lot more damage, but he went behind Ling instead. So. Oh, he officially just changed it to Ling, by the way? Is that, I was reading his well, it's still his Peach tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. But I think they wound up changing the name. It is he. Just
Ling, yeah. Yep.
Okay, just making sure. I never want to assume. Trying to
of course,
that, but that's the thing. That I think they're trying to make sure that they don't have to repeat themselves. They're Ling. They've told you enough times. This person came into my region and took a PGR tournament. They don't need to repeat themselves no more.
What is this? Whoa! It was a good mix-up by Ling. He didn't mash out. He could have got caught.
Yeah, honestly, beautiful stuff. And that's the thing, you're expecting that instant mash out, but you can never quite assume, especially at this top level. Patience is always key, especially when you're having to stare death in the face. It's tough getting into a staring contest with the Grim Reaper, but that's when you want to not blink the most.
Big dash attack, giving up the stage positioning, but he wins neutral on the other side. Here comes Bankai in a position to win the stock. So is he going to do it again? Because this is how the first one went. Fourth throw, okay. If you go for the up throw there for the kill, you're trying to mix up the DI and hope they don't react in time. So he went for the pummels. I didn't think he was going to up throw, but yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thanks, Bankai. Good demonstration of that, but Ling firing right back again. Forward air, tying up the stocks, tying up the game completely. Bankai trying to take this one down. Okay, hold on. Okay, again, good DI. See how Ling was ready, for that? He ran backwards immediately after landing that down tilt and aerial. So
Bankai did well to get out of it as well. So that's jab into these further combinations. Into the air we go, missing on the boost kick, however, and Bankai finally catching Ling with these airs, doing a decent enough job of keeping space between themselves and Ling, but you're going to see that close down very, very quickly. It's just a matter of how Bankai is able to capitalize on it. Not doing so poorly thus far, but I mean, Ling having a chance to reassess here. This is still dangerous territory.
That down throw back air is so good. Uh-oh, no flip jump. What's he gonna do? Goes high, nice, uses the air dodge. Oh, he air dodged again. Couple clutch air dodges there, Stu.
I mean, they absolutely had to. Bankai had to do that or else he was dead, and he knew it. That's, again, just because Fair has been nerfed seemingly ad infinitum doesn't mean, like, I mean, it's coming down from one of the better kill options in the entire game. It can still kill you if you're going off a ledge at Pokemon Stadium, so never want to assume anything. Ling trying to make sure that it's a done deal here, trying to secure this 2-0, but Bankai, what's the play here?
Bankai's playing awesome. His movement is so good on these platforms. He just needs to find the placement for these KO options that he's throwing out. Ling, very good at avoiding them as well. A lot of flip jumps. You got to be careful. Good. Oh, wow. The float was so bold by Ling. He knew the exact distance he wanted to help float at. Oh, my God. These guys are... Oh, that should be it. That should be it. Yes. Good landing there by Bankai. Nice job, man. That's how you close out a game.
I'm going to bring this back to old Philly commentary. The rocket kick off of the top. And Ling... getting tied up at 1 now off of some excellent movement from Bankai. You might not be familiar with that meme, but you're certainly familiar with how effective a finisher that is, and certainly when you get into the eyes of a ZSS that is thirsty for blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw a lot of different KO options come up from Bankai, especially that surprise up throw, catching up the DI mix-up, and then we get the flip jump. And this time, after the berry, he's able to land and get the up B. So, nice shot by Bankai closing that one out. We've seen 2 nail-biters stew so far. This is the best of 3, I assume. We're not that far in bracket yet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it becomes best of 5 for top 3. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. That's the way it should be done, honestly. I think...
I'm saying.
Does, well, for, like, weeklies and online stuff, does, isn't that how House does it? New York City?
House, I believe, is best of 3 the whole way, because I remember...
Really?
Yeah, because we actually had to emulate that for Fusion when we were still doing lands, when we could still do lands. But, yeah, the reason that Fusion wound up emulating HO3K is because, really, we had to be out by midnight. That's a requirement of the venue. The people are nice enough to let us in. They don't want to stay any longer, but winner's side bracket dreams will be buried on the battlefield for one of these 2 combatants, worthy of a winner's final spot both, but unfortunately there's not 3 spots, Has.
No, someone's got to go down, and right now this is 85% unanswered. Battlefield is such a good stage for Zero Suit. Ling knows this matchup, though. Like, yeah, obviously, he's in the same region as Mars. You definitely spend some time studying this matchup if you're going to try to make a big upset like that. So Battlefield, definitely an interesting one, because Zero Suit's just so quick around all of them, so nimble. Missing that, though. Opportunity for Ling. Oh, no! Come on! What just happened?
That's not the opportunity you want to give to Ling. But Bankai knows that they're playing from behind now, and perhaps a little bit more of a sense of urgency, but is it going to be urgency, Has, or perhaps a little bit of reckless abandon coming through from Bankai here that perhaps they could do without?
Okay, again, Ling on the hunt. He doesn't. Yep.
Yeah, they got their foot caught.
What the hell just happened? This is looking like Bankai's game the first arc, and now Battlefield's going against him. Ling's living forever.
I mean, that's just kind of what Peach can do, and see. Yeah, you were deploying the Peach right on the ledge. You knew exactly what you were doing. And maybe Ling gets back up, but yeah, here.
I'm going to want to see the replay of why he went off stage there. That's an up smash. Okay.
You mean why he went off stage or why he died?
The first stock. Yeah, like why go off stage? You're winning by that much. Like the risk reward is, as we saw, pretty polarizing. But Bankai not out of it yet. He's still Zero Suit. He's still Nair flip kick. But I think Ling's just going to avoid all that stuff at this point.
I mean, the thing is, even if you go 50-50 on your aerials, and that's the thing, you're playing against Peach, you're not going to get as much off of your aerials as you generally do, because Peach can match you toe-to-toe with just all of her ridiculous float nonsense. She can down air you to oblivion, and certainly the Divine Mandate. However, Bankai standing defiant at 120. Yeah, you can't afford any mistakes now. You need a kill here. Going off into the corner. Gets caught and not ready on the tech. Bankai will get sent down into losers, and Ling, by a margin of 2 stocks, goes into winner's side. And, yeah, impressive stuff from the New England Peach. Take that and rewind it back.
33 to 100. Okay, he went for a flip jump. Oh, he thought... He just misinputted. That was a fine. He went for the flip kick to close out the stock, and he just missed it, which is like occupational hazard if you're Zero Suit, basically. But like, man, that's killer, dude. He had such a good lead. And stocks mean so much on Battlefield. They just do. I mean, they mean a lot, obviously, throughout like everything in the game. But when you have a lead like that, it's unfortunate. You hate to see it to young Bankai. I know he'll be back though. He still has his losers bracket to play through. So
exactly, you never know. Could get the infamous Bankai bracket in losers. If not, well, you got to go through some killers and. Yeah. Well, this is DNA that we're talking about. There's going to be some killers. In the meantime, we have the winner's side, winner's semifinals to worry about here between Evidal and Solhex. Now, Solhex we got quite familiar with in last week's tournament, losing only to Delta Force and then taking 2 straight sets off of Lights, which is no small feat in of itself. These two could very well be playing at each other's houses right now. They could just be doing this offline. We don't know, as they are both located right by the border of Mexico in Brownsville, Texas.
Oh, really?
The very southernmost part of Texas, indeed. So, yeah, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of bracket. None shining brighter than Solhex last week.
Yeah, Solhex